Let's go back to Brittney Griner really quick,
Sure.
because we did cover that in detail on our previous episode. I did
True.
just want to say it bothers me that Brittney Griner gets released and we can't just celebrate that. We immediately, the American cultural conversation immediately goes to culture war and politics. How does this make Biden look? Oh, approval ratings up, down. Oh, we look weak. Oh, Brittney Griner is a lesbian. She's black and she hates America. Oh, our Marine.
Right. Why do we bring her home? She should have stayed there because she hates America. You know, none of that means anything. She is protected as a person, whether she hates America or not. She's protected as an American citizen. I mean, we keep saying free speech until somebody says something we don't like. And then all of a sudden, free speech is out the window and then we all turn into Nazis. I mean, what is this? Nobody has to hate America just because they criticize it. And we have to understand the distinction between healthy criticism and actual hate. But everybody's so in their feelings, we can't make that distinction. We're not thinking. We're not critically thinking through anything. Continue, my friend.
Moving on from that. Oh, well, also, one last thing about Victor Boot. How much of the things that he was getting up to, because he was an arms dealer for a very long time. And yes, there was this point in time when he was trying to kill Americans, but was he doing that all of the time? Let me just put it this way. I believe there may have been a point in time where he was acting and doing his thing within the full knowledge of the CIA, that the CIA totally knew who this guy was and what he was up to. And they were like, yeah, let him. Now, what's that based on? A hunch and obviously a scene out of Lord of War where Nicolas Cage's character gets busted out of jail. And it's implied that the CIA says, yeah, no, we want this guy out there helping stabilize these places, right? So putting it out there, I don't have any proof, but this guy was doing this for a very long time. I'm sure the CIA knew who he was.
He got out of jail quickly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the movie.
An arms dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like fast.
Very fast. Now, let's move on. Let's move back to SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried. The interesting piece, amongst all of the interesting pieces of this, his parents are both compliance lawyers. And I think one of them was teaching at Stanford Law. So this guy completely avoided, how is it that your parents are compliance lawyers and you didn't uphold compliance, right?
Well, he probably thought with their knowledge what he could get away with, right?
Exactly. That's what bothers me. And then on top of that, he was donating a ton of money to politicians, a whole bunch of Democrats. We don't know if that specific money came directly from customer accounts or if that was other money that he had. But it's not a really good look. And his approach, and one of the reasons why he was able to make friends on Capitol Hill was that he was seemingly welcoming regulation of the crypto industry, obviously with the caveat that his company FTX would be the one to get these operating licenses to be able to do their thing. Hey, let's totally regulate, but of course, make sure that I'm the one company that's allowed with these new regulations to operate, right? That type of thing was the general thrust of what he was doing with his political contributions and political activities. So some, overall DeFi and blockchain enthusiasts believe, and just Web3 folks in general, actually believe that this scandal and the failure of FTX is probably net better for distributed finance and Web3, because we don't want all of this power and all of this influence lying in the hands of this one guy who made a bunch of political donations.
Correct. To your point about his parents, who, by the way, were part of what legitimized.
I should correct myself real quick. Decentralized finance, not distributed.
Decentralized finance. Thank you for the correction.
DeFi.
Sam Bankman-Fried has noted in meetings with Washington policymakers that both of his parents are professors at Stanford Law School, and that their reputations were a credential to their son as he grew his crypto empire, even to those inclined to see little value in the industry. Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried remained by his side as legal advisors. One person familiar with the matter said, but mainly as parents to a son who is in deep trouble. Right.
Yeah.
They've been in the Bahamas with their son for more than a month as the company's problems have cascaded, and that they have allegedly told friends that the surmountable legal bills will likely wipe them out financially.
Woo.
But they're standing by their boy, as any good parent would. And this is according to the Financial News article.
Why do your parents need to pay your legal bills when you're a grown man and you were a billionaire?
Well, you're not a billionaire after they handcuff your ass, right?
Yes,
Because the first thing they want to do is start freezing into your assets and start taking your shit.
that's a good point. That's why you don't do dirt like that.
Right, unless you've already got money stashed, prepared for this day, which you should know at this point is inevitably coming because it comes to everyone.
Yes, if you're doing dirt like that, you should have had a side pot for your legal bills for this.
Right, they got Madoff, they got Martha Stewart. They're sure as fuck gonna get you.
Yeah, ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some shit?
Mm-hmm.